welcoming Rachel Bird onto the stage.
Thank you, Gabby.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Hello, everybody. How are you? Hi, my name's Rachel, or you may see me on Facebook, John Wayne, as Rachel B. And I was thinking, what do I want to talk about tonight? What is actually really important to me, actually right now? I'm not here to pitch. I'm not here to do anything talk to you about what's going on. A big thing for me right now in the past couple of years has been communication, right? Now, communication, you may say the joy of communication. What a weird title is that for a speech. When I first thought of it, I thought actually what it makes me think of is the 1970s book, The Joy of Sex, which I think fit quite well in with the whole theme of the evening. Come on, guys, you know. So the joy of communication, why is it something to be joyful of? I thought a lot about people in my family recently and what they do. And I had this 5'1" auntie called Auntie Rita. Auntie Rita, if you don't know, there was a war in Northern Ireland, mainly in the 1970s. It was at its most violent. Auntie Rita was a communications and speech and drama teacher for a lot of women and young girls at that time who were caught in the middle of the warfare. She loved those girls. Now, those girls didn't turn up for maths class, oh no, but they loved Auntie Rita. Why? Because she said, you know what, guys? If you can talk and you communicate and you actually have good table manners, which is another thing, but you know, you can go anywhere in the world. You can have options. You can have choices. And those girls would do their damnedest to turn up for her class because they were giving her a future. Now, my Auntie Rita used to go up to the barricades where the British Army were and go, I don't know who you are, but there's a girl over there and you are holding up her future, young man. She got through most of the time. She even, when she was talking to the IRA, and then go over to the other side of the terrorists and say, I know your mother. Now, if you're 5'1", backbone of steel, women from Northern Ireland, and you're on a mission and there's girls' futures in your hands, you're going to crack on. Even though you got guns, she used to say, I've got my will, right? So that's my Auntie Rita. I really admired her. When she died, there was a ring of women around her funeral, and they were all the women that she helped in the 1970s. So what can I do with that information? I've worked with a 14-year-old who didn't speak. She didn't speak because she wasn't told she had a voice at home. At the end of the first day, she was writing letters to her friends and her family, asking them to have a voice for her and respect that she had one. By the second day, she was standing up, listening to her classmates go, go girl, we didn't know you could speak. What do you want to say? And she'd say it really quietly. My name's Rita, and I want to be a fashion designer. Her life was changed from that moment. I stopped communicating, and I made myself ill. I had an autoimmune disease. I had a breakdown 11 years ago, and I've been fighting with depression, on and off. So what happened was I stopped speaking. I stopped communicating the important stuff. And that's my journey, different from Aisha's. And then just to keep it in context, we have someone like Elliot, who started his journey as a fundamental communicator through dance. How elemental is that, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. Now he uses vocal techniques, he talks, he uses body language, he uses communication. Now for him, his journey has been to use the fundamental tool of your body to communicate to knowing Elliot, you know, world domination, but that's another story, you know. I just want to say, in my experience as a human being on this planet, what you have to do is you have to talk to yourself. Set your own beliefs, set your own thoughts. Take the negative ones out. And all these could be a weekend workshop in themselves. But just for the points of the evening, set your own beliefs. Take the ones that aren't working. Ditch them in the past. Think about the positives. Ask yourself and other people that you have you trust in their opinion, ask yourself good questions. What's actually important to me? What do I want to achieve? What makes my heart sing? Right? Then number 3, listen. Listen. Now those 3 points will give you the internal communication that you have been learning since you were 6 minutes old, and you will have until you are 106. Keep on opening those questions. That is the basis of your pyramid of life and of open communication for you. Now you can take it to another level and go right up to the top of the pyramid, like you guys are all doing here, being at Pony. Okay. Enjoy. Thank you. Cheers. Thank you.
First, would you like to come up on the stage, please, Hayley?
Because we're talking about some of my favourite subjects, women with will.
Bring it
I know your mother.
So a few things that I thought, the first thing I loved is what you just gave us eye contact. You gave us eye contact.
Yeah.
It went straight into intimidating the judging panel. Loved it.
All right.
That really rocked my world. The one thing I would say is I wanted a clearer sort of narrative thread or one line of communication. I say this as someone, I go really diffuse with my message because it's always all over the place for me. But I think when you've got 5 minutes, you've got to hit them with one thing that's really going to stand out in their mind. So one thread that you pull all the way through. I would say, though, you just did a mini masterclass, and I'm not sure if it was intentional or not, in what I would call hypnotic storytelling, which is, for those of you who don't know about it, it's like the Russian doll of storytelling, which means there's a story within a story within a story. It's like Inception of stories. And do you know how you went from Rita to, what was her name? Aisha, and then to yourself, and all the stories, they framed each other and had the same narrative threads within them that you could carry in. That's a hypnotic story, and that is one hell of a powerful way to deliver values and a sense of things to people. So, intentional or not, that was beautiful.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Thank you very much, Hayley. Next up, we have Warren.
Rachel, first of all, your confidence is amazing. You was in your state and you didn't care what anybody thought about you, which I love. That's what I talk about all the time. One thing is what I would say as well, but with the storytelling, your pace was quite fast.
Sure, yeah.
So sometimes when you're saying a story, like you know the story, and the faster you're saying it, they need some time to digest the story as well.
Yeah, process.
So that, but apart from that was amazing. I loved it.
Oh, thank you.
No
Thank you.
worries.
Glad
I
you
loved your
enjoyed it.
confidence. Yeah.
Cool.
Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you, Warren.
Thanks, Warren.
Okay, last but not least, Elliot.
Okay,
Okay, come in.
so tell me about your stance. Is that your power pose?
My posing was,
So this.
wasn't grounded.
Is that your power pose?
Well, I do the Superwoman thing, but actually, I think that is actually with the feet apart. But I was doing that, and I moved back on certain points, which
Can I just say, was you standing like that because you was acknowledging us as well?
I was trying
Yeah.
to, yeah. So
Yeah.
that's why I was moving my.
Because
My
interesting,
hands.
it works. That's why I'm asking.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
saying
It was just for complete
'cause
inclusion.
You're kind of like here, and it worked. Because it's interesting, as I was watching your talk, I was looking at technically there's work to be done.
Sure.
But actually, you bowling around the stage really works for you. It's quite interesting, because I was going, okay, this is all over the place, technically. But does it work as a talk? You know, is it engaging? Am I drawn in? Is she? And yes. So throwing all the technique out of the window right now, it's a really engaging talk. So can it be refined and polished? Yes, it can. But at this point, does it really matter? Not really. The fact, because like, gosh, she's bowling, she's all kind of masculated. But what was interesting is you got more and more feminine towards the end. And I was like, is that on purpose? Because you did. You became very soft,
But that's
very
me.
feminine.
They
So
were
you
other
started
people's
with-
stories, and that's
Yeah.
me.
And that was fascinating. So it works as a talk. Technically, we can work on the advanced, like
Yeah.
coming this weekend.
Yeah.
Right. But it's good. And it's different. And that's what we want to see more of. So there's no point me going to this, stand here, you know, because actually that's your style. And that's why I really found engaging and congruent. So
Cool.
Good job.
Cool. Thank you very much. Thank you, guys.